We streaming art. Looks like we're live. Hello, everybody.
Oh, no, WBPL 70.
Hello to the tens of people that
Is
tune into this stream.
Send birthday invites, and now all your friend is here.
Your
Oh, Storm.
Yes, we're back again to shitpost with doodling. Oh, but first, this is some mechs I painted because Whacker said I should
Oh,
post
yes,
this.
yes.
Yay.
Why is
Yes.
this not loading? What the fuck?
It should be loading. I think your internet's just broken.
Oh, it's almost like I'm a...
Old man doesn't know technology.
Yeah, or like
man,
a...
look at my life.
That's why I have that fucking song stuck in my head. God
yeah,
damn
because
it.
Andy's been singing that nonstop like the past 3 weeks.
I kept hearing that in my head and like, why do I have this song stuck in my head? Where did it come from? And
Okay,
now I know.
okay. Is this the Meth Weasel Legion? Is that what this is?
Yes, this is Clan Meth Weasel. For those who know, they're probably smiling, but for those who do not, this is a bit of a meme from the auxiliary of the BPL. That
From the early days.
Yes.
God, early days.
Yeah.
This is the ancient lore.
Yes, and God, can you believe that that's 2 years ago at this point? But I digress. Actually, this one's a little personal to me because I actually made the emblem there for Clan Meth Weasel back in the day, and we eventually had patches made, and then we have flags that I'm staring at on my wall that were made, and we also came up with paints for it. So yeah, this is kind of an older meme, but it checks out.
This isn't the meme you're looking for.
This is the kind of stuff that like I shitpost with in the Aux and BPL was just I make
So,
things like this.
what about the Meth Weasel? Like, is that a patch? What is that?
Oh yeah, it's a patch.
So how is that done?
Well, Halion, who is a buddy of mine over in the Aux, and my co-host on the Aux Unplugged podcast that we do.
And a shit poster extraordinaire.
Oh, he is, yes. He's a great DM. We'll have to tell that fucking story.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know? But yeah, he actually made all these patches, and they've kind of been distributed around to people. I've actually got a couple I need to give out myself, but
I want
he
one.
also.
I want one.
Me
Well,
too.
okay, we'll talk after. I can send you guys some. But as well, he and I think are maybe the only ones I know of that have flags of Clan Meth Weasel. And he sent me pictures of flying it outside of his house, which is fucking great. I just have mine on my wall.
Do you remember the lore of the clan?
Oh god, I forget the specifics. We came up with a lot of shit. I know that the main thing I was thinking of, and I kind of want to draw that, is their mech that just strips copper wire. It's kind of their totem mech. Yeah, I don't know if we ever drew one of those.
Yeah, if anybody from God, who owns BattleTech now?
Am I going to play Subnautica? I mean, I would be up to play Subnautica. I've played it before. I'd play it again.
I'll fucking do it again!
Did we play the mod that makes them 300 times larger?
No, because they're scary enough when you get to the deep ocean, and I don't want to deal with them being 300 times larger.
If anyone's gonna do that, it should probably be me
We don't-
because I didn't actually bought Subnautica for me
Oh yeah, that's
when
true.
he was streaming it,
Um,
and there may be a bit of.
Actually, a game I would like to stream, but to be honest, I don't know if we can stream it, is I got Postal 2, and I've never played that game.
Boy!
So, I feel like we could play that on stream, but at the same time, maybe not, because it's Twitch.
I mean,
So,
You've been a bad boy.
yeah.
yeah, tell me something I don't know. Alright, so, Whacker, while you were gone, I kind of want to start because I was given the idea of Steamboat Whacker, which is Steamboat Willie.
No.
Well, no, you missed the best part, which is Andy Keelhold to the front screaming. the
Well,
whole time.
okay, as long as he's screaming.
Well, yeah, of course. Listen, I'm not gonna be mean about it. I will be nice.
Yeah.
Whacker, Bully Snake says, Whacker, are you saying Pant was shid?
Also, Guy
Look,
on Broadway. Hello. Oh yeah, it's
Hello.
rad.
I'm a bit of a pansy when it comes to like scary, spooky games, and I believe that has absolutely nothing at all to do with the reason why Iden bought it for me.
It's depends on how much you like the deep ocean.
I mean, I was a competitive swimmer in my youth. Water does not bug me.
Okay. Well, I asked because my dad doesn't mind the ocean either, but at the same time, he doesn't like going in the deep ocean because of Jaws.
Whacker.
Yes.
When you were
Also-
a kid, have you ever been in the bathtub and you close your eyes and you imagine a shark coming up to eat you and you have to keep your eyes open?
No.
Andy,
Okay.
this sounds like a personal experience.
It is a
Yeah.
personal experience.
Yeah, Andy, we don't talk about what you do with yourself.
I don't want to know what the implications are of that. Also, I would love to put reference in here to draw off of, but to be honest,
Can-
I don't know if I could put that in there without pissing off Disney.
We need to put also Storm Song in the back in a sailor suit, and he's looking at himself. He says, "This is damn comfy."
Oh yeah.
He's the little sailor suit boy eating the chocolate.
I think you're missing the reference to the Final Fantasy game last week, but
I miss a lot of references. I am
Yeah,
not the
you
most
do.
clever.
It's
vehicle.
okay, Crispy, because
You're just mad because I haven't seen Event Horizon.
yeah, I kind of am, and we're gonna fix that.
all right, chat, vote. Do we make him watch Event Horizon?
Oh,
No,
Christ.
this is not.
I know how this is gonna.
This is not subject to vote. This is going to happen.
I think I'll pass.
All
on
right.
it.
Well.
And
well,
Coco, no, and we'll have Coco watch it with us. She's go like, "Oh yeah, this is how I summon all that," and then she'll realize she.
You know what's funny? She actually really likes a lot of horror movies, so that would not.
Has
faze
she
her.
seen Event Horizon?
I don't know if she's seen Event Horizon, but she did watch, like Midsommar and all the crazy shit.
Oh God, that's oh
She
God.
watched Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Just like, yeah, I'm not a big horror movie guy. I actually tapped out on Winnie the Pooh because I was like, this is just fucking torture porn. But
Yeah,
she watched it all the way through.
at some
Event
point,
Horizon is a classic because it's got a lot of fucking good actors, and for a late '90s quasi campy horror flick, it's actually really well done. Like there is a lot of like gore porn in it, but it's
Well, I'm glad that the unrated version died in a salt mine in Croatia or wherever the fuck they buried it.
so they were using an abandoned salt mine as a storage facility because the salt keeps the moisture out of the air. And it was underground, so it's also away from heat and sun and so forth. The problem was a lot of the supports and so forth in the mine apparently got lit on fire and the entire complex burned down.
They had to bury it deep.
They lost a lot of different movies with it.
Oh, that sucks.
what else did they lose?
Like hundreds of things. I mean, you have to remember there's also a lot of movies that get stored that like weren't successful or weren't released, but there's
Yeah.
also some successful ones that probably weren't saved.
So what I'm getting out of this is we should store Crispy's art in a salt mine somewhere.
Fuck off.
Whacker, we are a salt mine.
Sweet, delicious tears.
I mean, you joke, Whacker, but I'm making multiple backups of all my shit, so...
I have taken to that.
When you work on something for 4 or 8 hours and then your computer shuts off and it's like, oh wait, I forgot
Oh.
to save.
Look,
Yeah.
Well, I had one happen to me where I was working on a drawing that I actually was coloring that I scanned in and was cleaning up, and I was like maybe almost done with the cleaning up of the lines and everything, and a transformer at the substation blew and knocked out the power to my house, and when I booted my file back up, the save was corrupted. Thankfully, I was able to find a backup, but still, that was just like...
Yes.
Alright. So,
man.
okay, we got Storm back here. What should Storm be doing? Oh God, it starts people sending me messages. God, Spar, why? Why midstream?
A lizard with daft ideas appears. Aloysius, Figaro!
No.
I didn't need to read that. That was knowledge that I have now, and I do not want.
Yeah, you know
And yet you shall share it with us.
No.
To the end of your days.
Spara is sharing it, and
yeah, he does that, and it's horrifying.
Yeah, it really is.
So where am I on this boat? Am I on the front doing like the? You know what? Fuck it.
You're peg leg, Pete.
Yeah, I'm painting with me peg leg.
You're behind Whacker, about to just absolutely destroy him. It's like, what are you doing on my boat?
Well, see, I'm trying to think of a way to draw each of you without, being too accurate.
I mean, being too accurate.
I don't know. Didn't want me to make you.
I think he means like too much detail.
I mean that as well. Just
But.
No, I don't mean that, and I'm gonna make you look like a goblin. I mean that as just like in terms of drawing people.
But Storm is a goblin.
Well, that's between you and Storm in the divorce proceedings, but
kind of a happy, chubby goblin.
Well, you know what, Whacker? You're gonna be gobbling these nuts!
No!
Oh, got him.
Yellow card.
Inappropriate meme. Interception.
Inappropriate language. Yellow card.
Storm will put the yellow Uno reverse.
God,
My wife is home and she's brought fried chicken.
The FCC started getting weird lately.
Oh shit.
What do you mean FCC?
I have a quick question. Is Digi in chat?
Hey, Bard. Hey, Spara. Is Digi in chat?
Yes, he is.
Digi.
I don't see the
Guess
chat.
what? It came in the mail. I'm holding the envelope right now, and I'm going to open it.
Why did you say that like a horror movie? It came in the mail.
Something just came in my mailbox.
That's gross. Please don't share that in public.
Oh, damn kid.
Well, what I have in my hands currently is a Digi likes to make magic cards of all sorts of stuff, like custom magic cards, which is I guess you can do, which is fun.
Oh, those are cool.
But he decided to send me a physical one, and I now have a physical copy of the Fervin magic card.
That's horrible, Digi.
I know, it's wonderful.
Digi, why do you hate all of us?
He's the Digi that hates.
Why?
I'm kind of tempted to just draw you guys how I imagine.
Draw us what?
I mean, I was thinking of drawing our characters, right? Like my Scarecrow and his horse.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wait, what did you?
Well, I'm just thinking about that because of Whacker's fucking profile picture.
I mean, that is you, sir, and or ma'am, and or entity, having expelled your creative feces all over my person.
Yeah, I know. I threw my art poop at you like a monkey at the zoo.
Yeah, you did. It was pretty
I played that Sketch Tales, and I made the main character Whacker, and it was just a big old fat green man with a yellow head.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And his main attack was a giant arm. It was an arm that at the end of it wasn't a hand, but just a giant finger with a fingernail.
What?
Like a little chip coming out of it.
I kind of want to see that.
Ew. Andrew.
What, Whacker?
There we go. Gotta give you like a canopy of some kind. You don't want to just steer the boat in the sun.
It's like that song that's like, or that
All
joke
right,
I had is like,
Whacker needs a captain's hat, that's for sure.
Whacker whacks wackily for whack foo.
Whack.
So I don't know why, but rat brain getting triggered with extremely fucking obscure odd memories. The first Deus Ex game, when you're in the VersaLife labs and you finally get way down to the bottom and you find that bum trapped in the cage and the only thing he yells is, "I'm the captain here!"
Yeah,
Did you?
totally.
It's ominous when you say you will learn to love my gifts in time.
Sounds like
I feel
something
like
Chaos God would
I
say.
feel like that's something Mrs. Crispy would say.
I feel like that's something almost straight out of
no,
like the kind of
but
movies we were talking about earlier.
I really wish I could get her on stream to do her accents, her impersonations of people, because they're horribly great.
Yes.
You could always pre-record it if she doesn't want to do that.
I need to. She and I are two cursed peas in a pod, I'll say that much.
Yes. And we are all extremely, genuinely happy for both of you nerds.
Thank you. Let's see.
This world needs more happiness.
Yeah, well, we gotta make it.
And we're doing our best to like counteract that right now with
Wow, thanks for interrupting what I was gonna say. I'm doing my best to make the world a bit brighter by drawing things creative.
I'm sorry, did I shit all over it? Whatever.
Yeah, you just took my happiness and joy out back. You know, it was old Yeller.
Your happiness and joy is at the farm somewhere right now, running.
I went to go live on a farm.
It's my responsibility, Ma. I'll take them.
If I would have grown up on a farm, I would have hated things. Well, you know.
You don't have to grow up on a farm. You just have to grow up rural.
Actually, I probably would have like gotten run over by a combine harvester or some shit. Because
the paradise that could have been. No.
I thought you did, Crispy. I thought that's what's wrong with you.
If Whacker grew up in a rural area, he would have kept complaining about a lot of kids tipping him over when he sleeps.
Whacker, this is all 100% organic.
The hell was that noise?
It was Whacker's mooing.
I need to make Andy screaming, so. As he's taped to the front of the fucking boat.
I have like my lips going, like making a horn, actually like ooh.
Oh, you want me to? Okay, no, yeah, we can do that. I was gonna do like a big crazy scream, but that works as well.
I mean,
or the other thing you could do is you know how like dog lips look like when they're hanging out the window and you're going really fast.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, just like. Gotta have like the bugged out tongue too.
We thank everybody out there who's
you have
watching
a beard,
our
that's
streams.
right.
We hope that this serves as a great model for how to respect yourself and your friends and how to, you know.
Yeah.
I don't see the chat.
Really, it's probably.
Oh, there it is. Never mind.
You've been in the chat's not real, Andy. It can't hurt you.
Meanwhile, the chat is just sharpening a knife.
I was gonna say the chat's just sending Andy curse things, but you know, jokes on them. Andy will just send them a video of him eating a peanut butter
it's just
sandwich.
Digi coming up with more bullshit to put on his.
I want to make a video of like, you know, I have 2 pieces of toast, and you know, I spread some peanut butter on one.
No.
And on the other side, all of a sudden, you hear this.
All of this. This is the most offensive thing I've heard in like a while.
You've seen the video, Crispy.
Yes, I know. It offends. It haunts my dreams at night.
Yeah,
I wake up, I'm in the Twin Peaks room, and Andy's in the chair next to me eating the sandwich. And I can't escape, and then David Lynch walks in, and it gets weirder from there.
Why am I red?
Lynch. Huh? Don't worry about it.
You're red.
Don't ask why you're a dwarf dancing to jazz music either.
Because you're a communist, Andy. That's
because he's a communist.
I'll put you against the wall.
Well, not exactly helping your argument, Andy.
I've seen that video. No.
Look, I've been learning about a lot of videos people have been seeing lately, and I'm not happy.
You know what? I'd like to pay for this with actual money.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, right.
I'm throwing money at my screen, but Crispy's still drawing.
That just makes me want to draw more.
Well, there's that one artist on Reddit. I don't know if this is true or not. It feels like rumor, but I like the idea of he posts stuff on Reddit and people pay him to not post his art on Reddit.
See, I feel like that's one of those things that would start out as a bit, but then you end up hating yourself for it.
I feel like I would do that if I could make some good money, because y'all haven't seen my quote drawings.
I want to see your drawings.
No, you don't. It's bad. There's 6-year-olds who can draw better than I can.
Oh, see,
And
I thought
I'm
you were
not
going to be like...
joking. I am not joking.
It is not one of his gifts, for Whacker is more computery than the rest of us.
It's true, he did show me his sweet gaming rig.
R&B! R&B everywhere!
He's not wrong.
Okay, those lips make it look like he got stung by a bee, not that he's whistling.
You say this as if you are incorrect.
I mean, Whacker could have gotten stung by a bee, I don't know.
I'm actually allergic to bee stings.
Oh no.
Oh shit. You're Danny Glover's friend from that movie. I might have just pulled that out of my ass, I don't remember.
There's a lot of things you pull out of your ass based on our earlier conversation.
That's kind of a cavernous storage space for...
What are...
Earlier I wanted to say Kwispy puts the doo-doo in doodling.
Kwispy's space is so cavernous that you can find 2 or 3 neckbeards dwelling in there at a time.
You still have to pay rent this month.
Ooh, I lined it up and you hit it right out of the park on that one.
One of the neckbeards says, "Fascist!"
Dear fascist bully boy.
Oh, no.
I don't even know.
No one lives in my head rent-free, god damn it!
Andy, eat your peas.
I love peas.
You fucking would, you degenerate.
Oh, shut up, you scurvy-having bastard.
Peas are a fucking war crime.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are. They're fucking horrible. And
also, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna fight about peas.
Yeah, we are. Shut up, Kwispy. Even though this
is Whacker, you're allowed to have an opinion, even if it's wrong.
Whacker, you never ate your vegetables, did you?
No, I did. I had to eat the fucking peas too. And I have informed my mother multiple times.
Okay, hold on a minute.
At some point, I will bring her in front of the Hague Convention for fucking making me eat peas.
Tell to walk my way.
First of all,
tell your veggies not to come my way.
She laughs and calls me a bad child and says I'm out of the loop.
I mean, I would call you that too, but it's for different reasons.
I love like canned pea. Like my grandpa would take like canned peas and boil them and put a little bit of butter and salt in there.
So Digi, he actually wears that as his avatar in the BPL.
Hey guys,
yeah, we have seen it.
Real quick, we should make all the pea puns because I totally forgot my wife hates those, and she came in the door giving me a look.
What? Coco also hates peas?
No, I just made a lot of pea puns to the point where she was like, please stop. And like, don't you mean peas stop?
Kwispy's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Kwispy is the couch tonight.
Lol.
Fuck your couch.
Alright, so, there was a moment before stream where Kwispy was talking about, the dangers of Bacardi 151.
Oh,
and
God.
And intoned that, he had had a shot of it, which, to be fair, is dangerous.
I would not recommend that to anyone listening.
But, of course, I was once young and in college. And
many months ago.
And my friend, we'll call him Bob, he decided, hey, it's his birthday. So, he wants to try to polish off an entire 40-liter of Bacardi 151 as a group.
Oh my!
There are 5 of them.
Oh!
There are 5.
Oh no!
I have only vomited from drinking twice in my life. This was one of them.
Yeah, I fucking bet.
And the thing was that Bob 2 was already praying to the houseplant, if you get my meaning. Bob 3 was praying to a juniper bush outside. And I eventually decided, you know what, I'm doing this on my own terms, because I feel like shit. Walked to the bathroom. I could only imagine the bit of classical music. Dun 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 dun. Duh. Stick the finger in the mouth. Spew!
Oh, you did the manual reset.
Yeah. Because I was like, I'm not putting up with this.
Am I wrong, Whacker? Am I wrong? Is the uvula not?
No, do you know how long it's been since I've heard it called that? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now,
So,
if you're drawing the realistic versions of us, my hat would be like the red baseball cap with the Piggly Wiggly on it.
You know, I actually did think about giving you a baseball cap, so we'll do that.
So
when I say realistic, I mean more just like how you guys actually look versus like the stylized version, like you know.
My one run-in with bad alcohol poisoning was in my sophomore year of college. I was drinking with my friends and roommate and some other guys at the time, and we went downstairs to do some pre-drinking, and somebody had a bottle of Everclear.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And
today is gonna be the day.
I had no idea what. I had no history with it. I had no knowledge, no history, so I just start taking shots. Not like pounding it, but I'm somewhat semi-infrequently taking shots with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing all right, and we all finally get in the car and we go to this place where we're gonna, where the party's at, and it just hits me. And I have this very vague memory of they took me to the friend's car, and you remember the 90s, the Honda Passports and Nissan Pathfinders. They had that flip up rear window.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, the SUVs. They had you could flip up the window, and oftentimes they had a spare wheel on the back that you could swing out before you swing the gate down.
I know what you're talking about. I've never I vaguely know what you're talking about. And
okay.
Also, Storm, what should I draw? I feel like I need to draw you dressed up. You know what? First of all, I'm gonna draw you standing, and you're gonna be dressed up like a Shakespearean actor.
He needs to be significantly larger than that, Kwispy.
Okay, I gotta keep it in sort of scale with the rest of y'all on the boat. So
that's what I'm saying. You got to keep it in scale. So make Storm much larger.
No, Storm.
Well,
if we're gonna do scale, why isn't
I'm only a little bit.
Place?
I'm only a little bit chubby.
And you're also getting skinnier, so everybody praise Storm for doing a good job.
You're a good boy.
Yay.
Very good boy. Also, okay, so what they did was they put me in the back of this, there were a bunch of us that piled into this. I think it was a Nissan or whatever, something like one of those. They flipped up the window and they literally hung my head out the back of this thing. I did not throw up.
Oh,
but
no.
apparently, they said it was hilarious and concerning, how drunk I was, because I was almost, literally blacked out with my head just kind of bobbing around on the back of this Nissan as they were driving us back. And thankfully, I actually had a good roommate who brought me back in and put me on the jizz couch in our dorm room.
Oh, okay. Pardon. Stop right there.
You know, Storm,
what?
Storm, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Is that the couch that they played that classical Star Wars music on?
Yeah, let's go with that.
That is exactly why we named it that, Andy.
Yeah, it certainly had nothing to do with it looking like a Jackson Pollock under a blue light.
It had nothing in common with the much later casting couch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bard wonders if you drank an SCP, to which Aloe responds, Kwispy just mistakes Oasis for Everclear.
I did. And yes, he caught that. I was like, I hope no one caught that. Yeah.
Yes.
Schwiggity
schwooty.
If we're talking stories of getting too drunk, man, where do
Never.
we go?
Also, as we continue this, for the studio audience out there, we do not in any way, shape, or form condone underage drinking, Drinking
Yes.
to excess, unhealthy drinking, or unsafe behaviors. Please be safe and be responsible.
Yes.
100% serious with that.
Also-
Thank you very
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I did just remember another story. But yes,
Always
what
moderation.
Whacker said. So, again with Young Idiot Storm Song, BronyCon 2016.
Oh, it's gonna be that kind of story.
Okay.
It's a con story. It's gonna, yeah.
Yeah, so I am at a party. At conventions, how you have like hotel parties. You're like somebody's like, "Oh, you're cool people. Come up to this room," and I come up to that room, and I witness something I never thought, even as a brony, that I would witness, which is 24 military veterans singing along with My Little Pony while drunk.
Man,
And
that must have been a sight.
and we are enjoying ourselves. And now, to note, I was not one of the veterans in the room, but like a good 2/3 of that group was veterans.
I know this probably isn't it, but I just imagine you walk in and like everyone's dressed up like Green Berets from like and shit, just like full camouflage and gear, just singing My Little Pony. And just...
Well, and some of them had like not uniforms, but like some of the stuff that you could wear to indicate that you're army or whatever.
Yeah,
and
banana hammock, got it.
Oh god, no! So no, like t-shirts and shit. But
I figured.
T-shirts, yeah.
And tattoos and all of the other wonderful jazz. Some of these guys looked like they could bench press me. I was kind of scared.
That just makes it even better.
But the thing is that it was a special occasion. I don't usually let myself eat a lot of candy because sugar, and I'm trying to lose weight. And even back then, I was trying to manage. I don't want to go pre-diabetic or diabetic.
Good.
And
good
so,
call.
It was a special occasion though. So I got a lot of this like gummy candy from a local candy store. It's one of those pay by the pound.
Oh, I'm glad you said candy store. I was about to say, no, that's where the stories go.
No.
No.
And so, we're getting there. And so, sorry, I'm laughing about this next part. So I'm going to say the name of a guy, but it's a very generic name, so for the sake of how the story goes, which is, the guy's name is Tommy, he's another brony. And I'm a little bit mad at him about something at the time. I can't honestly remember what. And so, I am super freaking hammered, and I'm walking back from this party in Baltimore, in the middle of the night, from a hotel that's not in the main hotel alley for the con center.
Oh,
so,
no.
I'm walking through, a bunch of very homeless people. And I am just wasted. Now, I was kind of drug along as the security for my group. Not actual security in that sense, but like, you get a bunch of skinny bronies, they want their one big friend there with them.
Yeah.
And so I'm being a little too brave, and I end up having to take a seat for a moment, and an old homeless guy sits down with me and starts telling me about, like, his alien abduction story. And I realized I've had too much...
Oh, what a great drug story!
And so... well, and I just
You
listened...
rolled good, man!
And, well, and I wanted to listen, because, a guy like that probably doesn't have a lot of people to listen to him, And so, eventually I'm like, hey, I don't know if this is, like, something you need or not, but I'm certainly not going to drink the rest of this. Hand him half a bottle of, like, whiskey or something.
Oh,
he seems
God.
pretty damn happy. And
You
in
just
hindsight...
made his evening.
in hindsight, I actually feel a little bad about it, because that might have been a problem for him.
Yeah, that might have been.
No, but anyway, so continuing on Storm's magical adventure to White Castle. So on the way back to the hotel, I stumble for a bit, accidentally go into the wrong hotel, finally get to the right hotel, get upstairs, come in the door. Two of the other bronies are just, up still waiting for me, and they're like, Storm, you were out, it's 2 a.m, where were you? And they were worried, thought that I had gotten myself killed or something, and I'm like, I'm sorry, give me a minute, I just need to do something, and I move over to the toilet, and one of them's like, what would Zach or Tommy say if we got back to Colorado and you were dead? And I just start spewing into the toilet, and it's all of the gummy candy with the alcohol, so it's rainbow-colored, I have literal rainbow-colored vomit at a brony convention.
How appropriate!
And
the chosen one.
And in between vomiting, and I'm told this because I don't remember it, but I apparently was so mad at Tommy still that I screamed something like, "Tommy doesn't need Jesus!" and keep vomiting. Oh no, Tommy doesn't deserve. So I woke up very hungover the next day.
I bet. Oh man.
So basically, you did the friendship rainbow.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was gonna make the comment. So you know.
And yes,
how,
Night Owl, it gets worse with every word.
So you know how when they elect a pope, they burn different color smokes. Like, is vomiting up rainbow at a BronyCon? Is that like a new pony has been created for the show?
Every time a Storm Technicolor vomits, a new brony gets
his wings.
Gets
or his cutie mark.
Holy shit.
No, he gets his cutie mark.
Listen, I gotta ask, Storm.
Yep.
How much of the UFO story do you remember?
Oh, barely any. But
God.
So
there was something about him having been military, and they abducted him to get his secrets. And I mean, we are talking. This guy's clearly been homeless for years.
Yeah.
Etc.
So, I guess I should tell a story or two since you guys are all doing it. Where to begin? Jesus Christ. So, little background about Kwispy. When I went to college, and I was rather surprised at this myself because I never expected this to happen, but I ended up joining a fraternity, which is going to remain nameless because I know how things can get in people's minds when you bring up the word fraternity. I will say for the record, it was a very nice place. A lot of the stereotypes were bullshit, especially when it came to us. And having said that, we had our fun. And one of the fun things that we did was every year we would throw a Halloween party at our house. And there was this girl at the time who I knew from the gaming club on campus, which that is a whole other story. But I asked her if she wanted to come to this party, and I decided this year to go as, well, it was kind of a stupid costume, but it was just like college lazy. I took a white t-shirt, I wrote life on it, and I walked around the party with lemon-flavored vodka the whole night. And I bring this girl along. Now, the thing about her was she was maybe, like, she was tiny, maybe 80, 90 pounds. And we're at this party, and she just keeps taking swigs of my vodka. And I'll tell you what, it hit her like a freight train because she got really, really drunk. And, you know, I got pretty drunk as well. But we are sitting out, basically, we had our main, like, chapter room area where we had meetings and, you know, parties and stuff. And then on the side porch, there was like a side porch you could step out onto where people usually went to smoke cigarettes and stuff. And we're out there, and this is relatively later in the evening, and we're both pretty drunk. And she is like mumbling and just, you know, swaying back and forth. And she leans over in my direction and pukes all over me.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. And I was not living at the house at this time. I was across town. So I wasn't driving home that night. So I ended up sleeping on a couch. I don't even remember when the hell I went to bed, but I woke up feet off the couch on the floor, still wearing the same clothes I had the night before, covered in puke. Hungover as shit.
Oh.
And, yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty bad time.
I'm thinking back to the first time I woke up truly hungover, and I went to breakfast with Dad, and he's like, "Did you sleep okay?" "Yeah, slept fine."
Nah.
And he gets this sort of, you know, mischievous grin on his face, reaches over and yanks open the curtain. and just all the light, and it's like, curse the day star.
Yeah, it's like
Smeagol does not like the light. It burns us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kwispy.
Oh, I have a number of stories. There was I suppose I could tell the morning after my wedding because that was a pretty good time. So people that probably know me, I got married recently. About it'll be 2 months as of the 26th, or actually no, wait, no, it'll be like 3 months. Damn.
No, it's longer than that, isn't it? No,
it's April. So
it'll be 3 months.
Yeah. Okay. And long story short, it was a great time. Everybody there had a blast. A lot of people said it was probably like the best wedding they've ever been to. Not to brag, but you know, we were there till, jeez, I don't even know. I think we got back to our hotel at like 11, and we were, you know, we had plenty of drinks, and we were about ready to go upstairs, but my wife's family was along, and they asked if we wanted to come to the hotel bar with them. So we're like, yeah, sure, we'll come along. And we get there, and her one cousin just hands us shots of rum. And for context, I had been drinking a lot of IPAs most of the night, because of course I did.
Kwispy.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Hipster Kool-Aid.
Thank you.
But I think we had like one shot, and then the last thing I remember is like finishing off my wife's, you know. Cut to next morning, I wake up, I am incredibly hungover. I feel like death. My wife gives me one of those liquid IVs to put in a drink and sip. I take one sip of it and then go vomit because it was lemon flavored and I felt horrible in my stomach.
Oh.
And when I woke up that morning, I found out about a few things. So we were there for a while at the bar, longer than I remember. And we ended up in the hotel lobby. And I have no memory of this, but apparently I paid for the room and gave my wife a key card and just like went upstairs. And I woke up the next morning not remembering any of this. It was just like, what happened?
We need to find a way to get Kwispy to the meetup this year.
Dude, I would love to come, but it's time off and like money and shit, but that's...
We will kidnap you.
I mean, hey, if you want to do that, fly me all the way out to location redacted.
So you don't get paid time off?
I do, but, you know, between the wedding, our honeymoon, and a family vacation that we go on every year, I'm pretty tapped out in terms of time to take off. Yeah.
Is there anything you guys want me to do to him during the family vacation?
Oh yeah, Whacker's probably gonna come visit. That's gonna be interesting because he gets to meet my family.
Hug him with extreme prejudice.
I find it ironic that Halion's method of introducing himself is like almost literally the exact same thing I'm planning on doing.
Just show up to a family function.
No, the specific words that he used to introduce himself. I'm from the internet.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because he was at my wedding and I saw like I didn't realize where my wife had like put him seating arrangements wise, and I just look over and it's like all my friends that are like gamers and shit. I'm like, oh okay, he'll be fine.
Yep.
He was actually wearing a meth weasel patch there, which was great.
I saw pictures of it, can't confirm.
Yeah. I did also have my aux pin on, because I have one of those.
Aux strong.
Some other early aux lore there.
Aux strong.
Aux strong.
You know, I thought you were about to say aux pinups.
That comes later.
Now is not the time for fear.
Subscribe to our Patreon. No.
Now is not the time for cringe. That comes later.
Yeah, this is like good. Oh god, my 21st was pretty rough too, drinking wise. That one's not as in-depth a story. It was basically like I got sat down at the fraternity house, was poured shots of basically whatever liquor we had, and it said, you know, it was like, here, drink up. And I didn't make it to the bar.
Kwispy, may I make a request of an alteration?
Yes.
Make the end of my beard kind of curl upwards, kind of like a
Yes.
yeah, like a moon
Yes, we
man.
can do that.
Kind of like that one guy from the gun guy from Lepon the Third.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Andronica's cute.
What is it?
Waffles.
Yes. What is it?
Hello.
Hello.
Have you heard the name of the king?
No.
Would you like to?
No.
I dare say it's probably Charles or something like that.
I'm so confused.
So in the early streams I did on this channel, there was a game series called the Trilby Mythos, and the evil cult in that is one of their euphemisms is to say, and he knew the name of the king, which is to say he died.
I keep thinking it means that he was like he knew a lot of pain, like he just got.
I didn't think it was death either. I thought it was like, you know.
So if you examine throughout all their prophecies, it's like, and the tall man struck down the woodcutter, and he knew the name of the king. And
Okay, that sounds like some Twin Peaks shit just now.
Yeah, but you got to remember that whenever the tall man kills somebody, it's like gruesome and painful.
yes, so there is that to be said for it, because the tall man is special, as is the king.
As is Andy.
I am not tall. I'm like 5'9".
No, you're special.
You're tall enough for my purposes.
I am short. Down here, I am short. One of the guys I work with is like 6'7".
My brother's pretty
Very
tall.
angry.
Well, fucking Big Mike is like 9 feet tall.
I would hope so, given the name is Big Mike. Like, it'd be weird if he was
Actually-
like...
He lives
4
up
feet
to his
tall.
name, dude. He's
Actually,
I
that
bet he
guy I
does.
told you about, his name
He's
is
a
Big Mike. Likes to cuss all the time. God damn!
Do you not? We don't swear, this is a Christian Minecraft stream.
Again, bullshit! No.
You know, sometimes I think about restarting the Minecraft server.
I wouldn't mind playing, but I don't know. After a certain point with the mods and stuff, it just people.
Well, there's no mods. That's the point, because like it's the official Realm server. You remember that one?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been a while since we played Minecraft together.
I just don't think it would hold my attention.
That's fair. I do want to. Oh man.
Digi, send it to Whacker.
Oh no.
The pinup,
What is-
send it.
Oh,
He
no.
says, I do have that AI Furby with the legs art.
Ah yes. That one.
Have I ever worked where I was the tallest? No, I don't think so. I think it was either the Ritalin or the mass consumption of soda that stunted my growth, because everybody thought I was going to be like a big old 6 foot tall
A
bastard.
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
And bro.
What, whacker? Hello.
Hello.
This sword gets more powerful every time you swallow a spider.
That sounds like a horrible item to have. I hate it.
Somebody drew a picture of a bunch of cursed swords, and that was one of them.
Mhm.
Another one
I got-
was like the bone blade, and it was like every time you break a bone, the sword gets more powerful.
Like, I'm not arachnophobic, but I'll tell you what, the idea of swallowing a spider does not sound appealing.
I knew an old lady who swallowed a spider. It wiggled and jiggled and wiggled inside her. She swallowed a spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Sinatra.
I'll die.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Sinatra.
That was an actual kids song back in the day.
Dude, a lot of the kids' songs and tales from back in the day were just made to make kids afraid of everything.
That wasn't the one that horrified me. The one that horrified me didn't have anything bad about it. It was just, I don't know, it just made me feel uncomfortable. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's
that one was really weird.
I hear that and I just feel uncomfortable, you know?
I'll tell you what, Ring Around the Rosie is unsettling when you learn it's about the bubonic plague.
Yeah, but, Mother Goose in general is just disturbing. Mother Goose is like a setting, when I tell people, okay, how do you want, our D&D game to go? I say Mother Goose is a setting. They're like, what's Mother Goose? I'm like, Mother Goose is you could find a whimsical, nice and happy gnome, or you could see a troll, eating the guts of a child,
That's pretty fucking metal. It's been a while since I've...
Told you I was hardcore.
Yeah.
It's like whimsical grimdark in a way.
That makes it more fun. It's like Happy Tree Friends.
There are words being used that I don't quite understand.
You never watched Happy Tree Friends, Wacker?
I have no idea what Happy Tree Friends.
Oh, okay, so Happy Tree Friends.
We're gonna have to show him later.
We'll show later.
The people in chat that know.
Those that know, happy Mr. Invincible. Those who don't, just forget it. I'm done.
Kwispy, we need you need to have that hipster soul patch thing. That little tiny little goatee thing, whatever.
Yeah. Give myself the Fred Durst douchebag chin strap beard.
You mean Master Roshi?
No, his was actually good. I'm talking about the really thin one.
Master Roshi
was new metal.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that Fred Durst is turning into Master Roshi.
And we're all here for it.
That's fucking funny. I love how Fred Durst pissed when Limp Bizkit toured with Clutch. Fred Durst pissed them off so much they wrote the fucking song "Pass the Mic," which is just a huge diss track talking about how shitty Fred Durst is.
Why would you talk about Fred Durst that way? I thought we were friends.
Who would have thought that the lead singer of a new metal band was an asshole?
Cuts to him at a bakery. I did it all for the cookie.
Yeah, I did it all for the Wookiee.
Cuts to cuts to Whirlin. I did it all for the cookie.
Well, we had a bit of doing it all for the Wookiee in the Star Wars game that Wacker and I played the other day. Do we want to talk about that?
I mean, I felt like I contributed my part to this.
Yeah, you were giving fucking Haley ideas behind the screen giggling.
Huh. And he fucking loved it too.
I know he did, because we had to deal with that shit.
Yeah, we did, and it was great.
Yeah. We did a tabletop game of a Star Wars RP the other day, which we actually recorded, so hopefully sometime in the near future in the Aux Unplugged we'll be releasing that. But we started doing these one-shots a while back where it's a bunch of us playing stormtroopers, basically as cops. It's basically an episode of Cops, and a lot of the times, the stormtroopers generally are like based off of certain characters. Like in this, mine was like Sherlock Holmes, Smooth Brain from the Aux. He was there. His was Captain Kirk. You were, God, what the hell were you?
It was just like a generic 15-year-old turbo horny.
See, I was thinking you were Matthew McConaughey's character in Wet Hot American Summer the whole time. Just like, all right. Yeah. And oh yeah, what was Maestro? I forget what he was.
I thought he was like a Jedi kind of thing because he was.
No, that's right. He was like a Jedi fanboy nerd that was with us because at one point he he tried to he pulled out what we thought was a lightsaber and it just was like a flashlight, and so it was basically us four as the reject squad going out doing all sorts of crime policing shit. And our first call was having to deal with a Wookiee prostitute
that was not a she.
No, I don't believe that.
I keep hearing this word and it keeps making me deeply unhappy.
Look, it was a Wookiee. That's all you need to know. And they were very upset because of their client did not want to pay, so we had to deal with that.
Look, and I may have said something that...
You may have hit on them the entire time.
Well, yeah, because that's what my character was, but I was more referring to the phrase that Halion was shitting himself.
Which phrase was that?
I did it all for the Wookiee.
Ah, yes, that one. And yeah, it got real stupid in that session, but it was great.
No, we don't do stupid here.
Well, that was your doing that I got teabagged by a Trandoshan.
What?
Look.
We had to arrest a drunk Trandoshan, and he ended up falling on my face, crotch first. It was not a good time.
I may or may not have encouraged Halion to do some things.
You did a lot of encouraging.
I'm an ideas guy, Kwispy.
You will pay for your war crimes.
God, I wish we would have recorded the first session we did, because that one was really fun. Shot a Wookiee in a convenience store. Or not a Wookiee, an Ewok in a convenience store.
Wookiee!
He was apparently some kind of escaped lab patient, my dude. I was playing Farva mixed with the one dude from Police Academy with the big cannon that just is aggressive the entire time. Hightower, I think it is his name.
No, Hightower was the really, really tall dude. You're talking about the guy who was basically I want to shoot my gun at people. I'll go be a cop. Oh!
The meathead guy, yeah.
Yeah, who carried around the Charles Bronson.
But it definitely became more of a Farva thing because I kept forgetting our call sign on the radio. I kept giving him the wrong one. What else do we think?
Ninja Turtle professionalism. It was what professionalism would kept the Chucky tearing out his arm.
Night Owl, what was the quote the other day about licking peanut butter from someone's hand?
What?
They said something, and halfway through saying it, I'm like, oh god, this is too gross even for me.
I'm not surprised by that.
Did I have anything to do with it?
No, it was during Super Chief's beginning of his Devil May Cry stream.
I'm just thinking of the conversation we were having yesterday in chat.
I mean, we were having quite a few conversations.
Yeah. We tend to get real stupid. It's great.
No, we don't.
Gotta get stupid. I need a lot of.
We don't.
That song is a fucking banger.
Banger? I barely know her.
Wow. You didn't even buy her dinner first at the Applebee's.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, so why do people hate Applebee's?
I don't know. I haven't been to an Applebee's in years, so I can't really comment on it.
It's overpriced.
All restaurants are overpriced crap.
I will define it generally as, I'm going to use the term adequate food. I feel adequate is...
It's a bar and grill. It's hard to fuck that up unless you're a really crappy place.
It's generally adequate, but it's overpriced for what it is.
That I can understand.
And people shit all over it saying it's oh, let me microwave that for you. And to be fair, there is truth to these things. That said, it's not god-awful, horrible food. But realistically speaking, it's very low on the list of places I would ever choose to eat,
I
realistically.
can't even tell you where there is an Applebee's around where I live.
There's an Applebee's near where my mom is, and that's one of the restaurants we go to eat at every once in a while. It's all right.
It's not bad.
It makes me think of what Dan Abadam from Game Grumps said. He's like, Applebee's is one of those things where my grandma is like, let's eat at Applebee's, and I'm like, well, I love you.
I mean, that's literally what my parents do a fair amount of time because it's just something that's familiar to them and whatnot. And it's like, okay.
We used to take my mom to Olive Garden for Mother's Day.
Ugh.
So, it's Olive Garden.
I
mean,
like Olive. I
like
never
Olive Garden.
really had a problem with Olive Garden, but then again, every time I went, I was a dumb kid. So
Yeah. that's
I
kinda my
never
thing,
liked
too.
Olive Garden. I never did. Never liked it.
That's fair.
didn't they like close them all, or is that Red Lobster? Which was the one that just all shut down?
Red Lobster went into bankruptcy, but they're still generally.
Okay, here we are. The quote. But remember, you break a Super Chief's trust and it will be difficult getting him to accept food from your hand again. I still delight in the gentle licks upon it. No, that's just too creepy even for me.
Oh, God.
I was gonna say hand, but I realized what it sounded like after I interrupted myself.
Is that what
Y'all
I
need
missed?
Jesus.
Is
Y'all
that what I
need
missed
Jesus.
last night?
Not last night, but on Saturday.
Whatever. Yeah. Saturday.
Yep.
I'm glad I missed that stream.
I feel concerned.
The only concern you should feel is concern.
Yeah.
Does anyone ever feel pro-cerned?
That depends if I'm in the hospital, maybe, for like a colonoscopy.
No, that's prolapsed.
Oh,
You're-
sorry. I get them mixed up.
No, we're not talking about your hobby of like amateur colonoscopy.
Okay. I don't want to even think about that. I don't like the words hobby coming after prolapse.
Look, we don't kink shame here, Crispy, but we do kink why.
Kink shaming is my kink.
My God. He's broken the system. What'll we do?
Now they do what they told you.
Our system is down.
Alright, so while Crispy continues drawing this, I have to ask you guys a very serious and important question for my medieval Total War run here.
Yes.
How dare you game while I'm drawing and not pay attention?
I'm
2020?
I'm paying attention.
I'm totally not gaming. and
How dare you do
absolutely
the
paying
thing that I would
attention.
totally be doing if I was not drawing right now?
So here's the important question, and this is for chat too. To crusade or not to crusade?
Oh
Against
God,
who?
crusade all the time.
Against who?
Well, I have an option. Let's see. We have.
That sounds like a heretic question right there.
I have
Shut
the
up.
Persians. I have the Almoravids. I have.
Elmo heads?
Yes, I have the Fatimids, which are the Egyptians, and I have
Crusaders,
the Syrians,
people.
and then I
What
have
faction are you?
the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, also I have one pagan settlement in like Prussia, but it's tiny.
If you're gonna crusade, it needs to be near to home, and you need to do it pretty much for the purpose of picking up all those super badass, like zero maintenance crusading troops that you can only get.
Oh, in this mod, Crusader troops are hella expensive.
God,
They're only zero
I-
maintenance as long as they're in the Crusade.
I've never played Crusader Kings.
Not Crusader Kings, Medieval 2 Total War.
Oh, that's
But-
Well, then I would say crusade in a direction that you were naturally going to expand in. Use all your use all the free low no maintenance troops while you are crusading, and then as soon as you have secured the areas that you were going to expand to, disband all of them.
That's sensible. Alright. Sorry, Lithuania. You're fucked.
Somebody quote that.
You know, there was this skit in the Muppets where Wardorf lets his pants fall, and Statler looks at him and says, "I didn't know you were Lithuanian." And, Wardorf kind of like, turns around, embarrassed. And I'm like, I don't get it.
I feel like there's answers there that we don't want to find. But that's just my... Oh, shit! I know what I need to do. I need to make Whacker look like Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch! Oh, cut it! Why do you call Whacker Captain Crunch? Because he often cuts the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what you did? Okay, yeah, so he's got like a weird ad.
We got our enemies addicted to Captain Crunch berries.
Is that what we're calling it?
Man.
Man, shit.
Man spit.
I just remembered I got a bunch of games yesterday on Steam.
You're a fucking gamer.
Nah, definitely not. Not in this circle. Okay, so he does have like... Oh no, he doesn't have the... He's like popped collar and shit. Yes, there we go. Maximum collar. You know you're in charge when you have the biggest collar out of everyone on the boat.
Well, on the upshot, going with the choice you suggested, Whacker, I get to say say hi to Tim on the way to, and Drone Strike on the way to Prussia.
Come to Poland. We have many pierogi.
Yeah, nothing bad ever happened to the Polish when, the Holy Roman Empire came
No,
in.
nobody
No,
ever
sir-
just like is
no.
rolled over Poland repeatedly throughout their history.
Poland has been a nation of calmness and tranquility.
And yeah, and very like never being invaded.
That seems sensible. Alright, sorry Lithuania, you're fucked. Storm Song. Somebody quote that, Kwispy.
I got quoted as well. Dude, there's so many audio quotes that Halion has of me from the podcast that I'm just like, man, some of this shit, I'm just like,
Man,
it's like,
shit.
You
I kind of want to make a soundboard, but I'm sure if you ask him, he'll send you like a whole bunch.
Well, I never did get around to shitandysays.txt because it'd honestly be too difficult to maintain. So I feel like the audio clip version is better.
I mean, that's kind of what we do with the podcast. Whenever something weird is said while they're editing, they just snip it out and then, post it. And it's like, oh, I forgot I said that.
Yeah, there, bud.
Oh, yeah, bud.
Oh, yeah, bud.
Oh, don't you know, Bobby?
There, Steamboat Whacker.
Steamboat Wacky.
I'm just here to bear the abuse.
It's
Oh.
okay because I like the abuse.
Did you really just sing Offsprings on this fucking stream?
Off strings, off key.
Actually, now that you mentioned that song, I had come up with another song to describe my role on these streams.
Is it Last Resort by Papa Roach?
No. It's what is it called? It's by Mad Season. It's that super group that Lane Staley formed with
Those are words.
I know Super Chief would know this because despite his youth,
gonna say,
he's quite
if you're-
cultured in the way of music, unlike
Excuse me, I am very
general
cultured in the way
fucking
of music.
Philistines. Okay, then what's the name of the song?
2 Girls, 1 Cup. Next question. Don't Google that.
River of Deceit by Mad Season.
Now, who's deceiving you on this stream, Whacker?
No, that's not what it's about. The line from the song is, "My pain is self-chosen." Storm, Google that song. I know you know this.
Wait, repeat song. I was reading something.
It's Mad Season, River of Deceit. It's Lane Staley with, I forget who the other guys were. Is that super group in the 90s?
Man,
I thought
no,
Alex
I
in
didn't.
Chains did that song for ages.
I don't want to sound like a complete fucking hipster right now, but I doubt you guys have heard a lot of the music I'm listening to currently.
Well, because you're a hipster, we don't listen to hipster bullshit.
No, don't compare me to hipsters. Hipsters are tools.
You are... Okay, well, you're a tool. Well,
I can't say that I recognize that one right off the bat, but it's not unfamiliar. Like, maybe I've heard it somewhere before.
just listen to it. I will be very, very, very surprised if you've never heard this song. You are of the right age.
I will say this. If people want to look up some of the music that Kwispy listens to, look up All Them Witches, Frankie and the Witch Fingers, and yeah, those are the two I'm thinking off the top of my head. Oh, maybe Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, which is a real band. Oh, Elder's another good one too.
So, okay. Again, I may have heard this before somewhere, but you have to remember, Whacker, I was 9 when this came out. This would not have been the kind of music I was listening to.
You just know the song.
Oh, excellent.
At that time, most of the music I listened to was like Christian music my parents would buy for me, or Weird Al. I didn't really open up. I didn't really open up to music. I honestly can't remember most of who I listened to. I didn't really awaken to music until I was like 13 or 14.
Oh, it took me a while to awaken to music too. Oh god, I was into such edgy shit. I mean, of course, it was like 2000 fucking.
My dad bought a really expensive record player with just like these like 4-foot tall speakers, and he had all these records. I wish I knew where they were because they'd probably be worth like an asinine amount of money. But he had like. He'd listen to like Pink Floyd and all the good shit from back then, man. Some
good.
He used to play on his guitar and sing "House of the Rising Sun" to my mom.
Aw.
And my sister, she was a bit of a metalhead. She liked Stone Temple Pilots and shit like that.
Hell yeah!
I often tease her because
metal?
she liked to listen to New Kids on the Block, and she even have a poster of them. I tease her about it. She's like, "That never happened," and I'm like, "Yes, it did."
Let me look it up, because Stone Temple Pilots is a little bit of a border band, like in that they're on the border of different things.
They're some kind of alternative, I want to say.
Oh, okay, so they're labeled as grunge, hard rock, alternative metal.
That is exactly what I have placed them as.
I really liked growing up Audio Slave and later I guess Soundgarden.
Also,
yeah, Soundgarden. She liked them.
Yeah.
Also, our generation's answer to our boomer ass parents being like, "Oh, we did lots of drugs." Oh, Eric Clapton.
Black Hole Sun is a fucking amazing song,
and my answer to that is Scott Wayand. End of discussion.
God,
that video used to just scare the shit out of me.
What, the Black Hole Sun video?
Yeah.
It gets real weird. I love that shit.
Black hole sun,
won't you come?
That was the song I listened to the day Chris Cornell died. I put that on as soon as I heard about it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that was my way. That was my way of.
Chris Cornell died.
Too soon.
Dude, I know that line in that when he says "No one sings like you anymore" hits so much harder nowadays. But I don't want to get sad on stream.
Yeah, I kind of had a moment. I had a moment like that when Stan Lee died. I was driving for Uber, and it just put me in the mood to like make a playlist of all of the various X-Men themes that have been done throughout the years and Spider-Man themes and such. And a whole bunch of the people that I was picking up that day recognized them. So it was like, well, Stan Lee and or the various movies he inspired did, well, inspire some people.
Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were going to say Staggerly at first. I'm like, what? It's like, so you've heard that song too.
I mean, maybe. You have to understand, my partner at the studio, his musical tastes are like a weird hybrid of yours and Wacker's.
I learned about that song from Tex. That's a song where the guy like goes back after losing a game of dice and shoots a dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I was going to say, though, like, the stuff you usually talk about and the stuff that Wacker talks about are kind of the taste of my partner at the studio.
Word.
He's very much that 90s era. But also, he likes weird shit.
Yeah, you might like some of the music I listen to these days. Not all of it's stoner metal. I do like a lot of that. Yes, giggle over there, Wacker. But, I don't know what I'd classify like... I don't know what I classify something like All Them Witches as. They're like a kind of... I don't know. I suggest people go check them out because they're a band I've recently been getting into and I really like them a lot. Charles William is a really good song. But as for better known bands, I mean, I used to be really big into the Red Hot Chili Peppers in college, Pink Floyd, just a bunch of shit. And it was like, there was two bands I got into when I was a teenager that I'm so glad that I found. One was Clutch, which is an amazing live band to see, and the other was Queens of the Stone Age. Queens of the Stone Age is the shit, and I will fight anyone that says otherwise.
So looking up All Them Witches, they are blues rock, hard rock, stoner rock, acid rock, neo-psychedelia, heavy metal, alternative rock.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
At least in how their art... Yes! I cut back just in time to see what you were drawing. So...
yes, there you are!
When I was a kid, I listened to a lot of Weird Al, and so there are a lot of songs I learned from Weird Al before I'd ever heard the original version.
Oh, yeah, that's gotta be...
And sometimes those are weird when you finally encounter them, because I was used to listening to his alternative polka, and then I finally heard Nine Inch Nails for the first time, and it goes from, I wanna fuck you like an animal, to I wanna fuck you like an animal. And it's like, oh god.
Help me!
I wanna feel you from the inside.
I'm trying to think, because there's definitely been songs where I've only learned later that it's been a cover. Actually, I haven't listened to too much Weird Al, although Dare to Be Stupid is a great song.
Dare to be stupid.
There's a couple bands I can think of that did like classic covers. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank here. I was gonna say Disturbed Sound of Silence, but I knew that song before Disturbed put it out, so.
Of course you are drawing.
You know what? This picture probably wouldn't be that hard to animate.
Probably not. Here we go. Yes. Look at that. I mean, I've dabbled a little bit with animation with certain things, and I don't know if I could.
I'm not asking.
About it. No. I'm just more just kind of thinking out loud here. Like I just appreciate what animators do, because that is not easy, because it's
it's not.
Drawing the same shit over and over again, incrementally different.
It's incredibly easy.
I just heard my friend Agent Juice jumping out of YouTube and strangling Wacker right now.
Of course, I don't, just randomly say these things to,
No, certainly not. You're not trying to.
No, I don't
inflame people.
Like that.
All right.
Don't just trigger Kwispy randomly because it brings me such joy and no.
Yeah.
Wacker likes mushy peas.
I mean, this is
Andrew.
this is objectively true.
He puts his mushy peas in his coffee in the morning.
Andrew.
And he goes...
Andrew. We are going to come to blows over this, Andrew.
Oh boy, I am
fight on
waiting.
stream.
I'll take my shirt off. Chippy can judge us.
You guys are gonna have to wrestle in gravy like Chippy.
Chippy will be like the emperor, and he'll sit there and says, "Right, lads."
He's dressed up like fucking
Yeah, he sees
Christopher Walken's character from Balls of Fury, just like Ming the Merciless shit.
Yep. Also,
What color should I make?
Ms. Cookie Mama apparently said singing Viking is me.
Yeah, that's
So.
That's Storm.
Hey, it's Cookie. Hi, Cookie.
Hi,
Everybody
Cookie.
greet Cookie. Say hi to Cookie.
Hi, Cookie.
Hi.
You're the cookiest of mamas.
Did it all for the cookie.
That's Werlin's
I did
line.
it all for the cookie. Chocolate chip in my mouth.
Why do I feel like that already exists?
It does.
I knew it. The fact that Sesame
Oh.
Seed.
Quinlist.
Sesame Seed.
Quinlist. You are now hired to make this happen.
What'd he do?
He says wrestle in mushy peas.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, that just is gonna make you focus harder. Actually, better yet, we put a 2x4. We get a kiddie pool, fill it with mushed peas, put a 2x4 over it, and it's sudden death match. Whoever falls in the peas loses.
What? Oh, I get.
What's wrong with it, Whacker? Is it not appeasing to you?
No, Andrew.
What, Whacker?
No.
You thespian.
You don't even know what that means.
No, I don't. But I'm an American. I use words I don't understand all the time.
No,
It's my racial trait.
Oh my god.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
I know it's true. I'm not commenting on it because I'm gonna say some things. Like hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac.
Hello,
Whopper.
Nova.
Hello.
We need to think of some bad puns for Novalise because she loves bad puns.
Well, please give me a minute. I'll come up with
She's
some more puns.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We have to appease her with our bad puns. Also, she's probably not going to let me in the house.
Do you think she was drawn to the stream?
Oh.
It's very possible. Yeah, Nova's not going to let you in your house. You're going to have to sleep out in, like, a shed or something.
She's not.
Oh boy, I get to sleep with the shadow monster. He owes me money. There's this YouTube guy. I keep forgetting the name of stuff, but he's got like these skits where he has these little adventures with the monster under the bed, which is just two weird hands coming out of the under bed, and they usually like mess with other monsters.
Is this your YouTube show, Andy? Because it sounds like something you would make.
No, it does sound like something I like. Yes, Whacker.
Yeah, there we go.
Make us kill Fenster waffles. Yeah, I'm using your fucking government name. What are you gonna do about it?
How dare you?
I call the government.
They're gonna be like, yeah, and
You put some respect on that name. I baptized him with that name.
I baptized him in the Mountain Dew.
look, pouring out some of your 40 on his head while chanting in Swedish doesn't count.
I thought that's how you do it.
No.
Look, I'm not the one that learned how to speak Swedish. That was all the Lord.
You know what? You're right, Wacker. You gotta use Mad Dog 2020.
Mike and I were unable to find Colt 45, so we had to settle for Steel Reserve.
Ah, yes, the cheap way to fuck up.
That's what our
Steel Reserve,
society
baby.
is. has come to.
My go-to in college was hams.
Yes, that is correct, Cookie. Andy is the front piece.
Yeah, he's our mermaid on the front of the boat.
I'm the foghorn.
They'd hear us coming.
I would scream, but I'm trying to refrain from doing such things.
That's fine.
Unless we can get ourselves like something that'll flash on screen saying like incoming Andyism.
We just pitch shift it. Just make it really low, like
I cannot tell you how hard I have laughed at Andy screaming.
It's pretty great.
It's oh my god.
It's not for everyone, but it's great.
When I made both of those little clips of, I
need to watch those again. Those
shit Andy says .mpeg1 and shit Andy says mpeg2, I laughed myself to tears both times.
It's like when I drew Spangeboard.
Spangeboard was also really fucking bad. I mean, good. Look, man.
I was just surprised at how hard that got you. I'm just like, I'm gonna draw a stupid.
I don't know why
I'm sorry, what?
You never saw Spangeboard? I drew him on stream. I don't know if that was one of the ones that got taken down, but I drew him on stream.
No, it's pretty fucking tame. I mean, it looks like.
No,
it looks like. You remember when you remember Beavis and Butthead? You remember when Beavis did the Cornholio thing and he pulled his shirt over his head and he held up both of his arms? That's exactly what he's.
Same energy. You're right.
I'm not sure, Captain. These seem like Andion particles.
Oh,
God.
Sorry, you said same energy and my brain went in places.
Captain,
no, see, I thought my brain went in a different direction because Andy's on the front of the ship, and in the one Star Trek movie where they like suck up shit within the cells, I'm just imagining like his mouth open, sucking up a nebula or something.
That giant green hand comes towards us, and I'm like, ah! And it goes like, oh shit, and runs away.
Andy is the world eater thing.
Andy bites
yeah, the world breaker.
Andy's just like this giant like Bugles snack that just comes forward and it's like
deploy spinach torpedoes, and I just
no.
spit it out.
I have not watched a lot of Star Trek and not of the original series, but I have questions.
That is usual when encountering Star Trek for the first time.
That is the head of Abraham Lincoln.
The Star Trek series
Kwispy,
I've seen the most of is probably Voyager because
Kwispy,
it was on sci-fi.
You have questions, but unfortunately there are no answers. So
Yeah, I kind of figured as much.
Storm, this is Night Owl. Storm, if we run into Andion particles, I'm holding you and Whacker responsible.
Why am I responsible for this?
Because you introduced me to this mess, Whacker.
No, I didn't. You were streaming with Kwispy on Abs before I was ever like roped into
was
this.
No, but
Mary.
you got me invited into Sam's game.
Oh, actually,
Oh, you're not talking about the stream. Way to stay on topic. No.
I may be responsible for this. I cannot confirm or deny. I need to ask Sam. Sam may have known about you beforehand.
It's like, bring me the child.
Like you. No,
Good.
Storm actually has a reputation as a decent participant in things.
I'm just giving shit.
Like D&D and whatnot. I love my D&D. It makes me happy.
Kwispy, are you trying to tell me that you're like being sarcastic and things? I don't.
No, not on this stream.
You're
What are
not.
you talking
You're not a
about?
sarcastic.
Definitely not. I definitely don't
No,
say
you
sarcastic
definitely
shit
don't.
all the time.
Shit post.
No, I definitely
Verbally
don't.
excrete all over the internet.
Excrete meme.
I mean,
Excruciatos.
Shirt in my pants.
I gotta go to the toilet.
In Roviet Sasha, the toilet goes to you.
Oh no!
Okay, that's a scary thought. Imagine being in bed late at night and the door slowly creaks open. There's a toilet.
Are you ready?
Oh God!
It's time to go.
We all have a time to go, Whacker. You
It's
need
like,
to
no.
stay regular.
I've been purposely avoiding fiber not to have this day.
It's like that
Go
movie
and take
where-
my Metamucil.
Oh, I'm just thinking of that fucking horrible
Rail.
meme that CJ posted earlier, where it was like the one channel on Instagram was like this design is absolutely human, and it's like a constipation aid that is basically an opener that's like a reverse Jaws of Life, and use your imagination how it works. It opens a water bottle.
Oh no!
So, first of all, I draw Crispy's attention to Rail in the
No.
chat.
Let's
Hold
not
on.
pay attention to Rail. He is a
Yeah, I
slut.
want to pay attention to
I wish I could think of that movie where like the lady like sees an
it.
alien.
Yes,
peeking
yeah, that's
in the
happening
door.
later. I don't know if we'll be able to do that this stream because it is getting kind of late, but we'll definitely have to do that later.
We've actually spent the whole stream on basically one drawing. This is
I know this is different. We don't usually.
Yeah, but this is like a magnum opus quality level shit post.
This is definitely a higher tier shit post than normal. It also is more complicated, which probably adds to that.
I could say that this is some firm ship posting.
Yeah.
He's not
At least
wrong, but
one
I
of-
don't want him to be right.
I at least want to get the coloring done before the end of stream.
Look,
or at least
man.
the flat color.
If you're not gonna give Storm pants, you better make those legs like goddamn hairy.
Just put a big sensor bar. No, he's getting pants, but that would be
He is
funny.
a
Just
hairy boy.
I am a hairy boy.
I'm not. I can't really grow facial hair too well.
So... I'm not repeating that on stream.
Oh, no. Oh God, is it that bad? Hey, You know
Yes.
what? Don't answer. Don't answer that. I'll just look in stream chat.
No. It's something I thought of that I'm like, no.
Oh, it's that
no.
kind of
No,
fun. Yeah, that makes sense.
Thought Rail, no,
Do it.
no
Yes,
Rail,
yes, Rail.
no Rail. Okay, well you read it, Crispy, and then you tell me if that's yes Rail or not.
It does the double mouth alien thing, but the smaller mouth is a bidet.
Holy shit! All right.
Okay, are we
Well,
still doing yes Rail? Huh?
we're definitely drawing. No, what Storm just said. We're definitely drawing.
Well, that's what Rail said.
That's
Oh,
what
that's
Rail
fucking what-
said.
We're definitely drawing that next. The perfect organism.
No.
And I would like to again stress that you should watch as many things on WBPL 76 as possible. There's a lot of great content creators on here.
Yes.
Even those fiends over on the Numeric Workshop who, and I will say this again, their co-hosts are genetically modified organisms. There,
I'm
I
not
said
gonna
it.
I have one of those. Well, I have one of those cursed Furby pictures as my phone background.
Storm, were
well,
we
one of them.
supposed to like make this public knowledge? Like, were we already supposed to expose this? Because I thought we were like still investigating and coming up with proof before going public with this.
I have all the proof I need, Whacker. I wrote about it on Wikipedia. I've already depicted Squick as a soy jack. I am victorious.
What?
I mean, okay. Well, all right.
That got
I'm sorry,
real-
I shouldn't be laughing at my own jokes. It's stupid.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we
it
don't
is,
do that
but
here.
you know, it's yeah. I mean, it's okay.
It's not like I'm giggling while I'm drawing half this shit.
Crispy, how dare you enjoy your shit posting?
Yeah, how dare I enjoy making
Oh,
jokes?
nice.
Night Owl, that is the cutest picture ever!
What?
Sending it to you.
What?
This came with a caption from Night Owl of, "The only reason you jackasses haven't driven me mad yet."
Oh, that's a chunky thing. Oh, I got this chunky thing. I got that chunky.
Hey, I am blameless in this, Night Owl.
Oh, that's a chunky.
I want to say, 'cause I want to see. 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 I want to see.
Here, I'm sending it to you. You know what? I should put it in our group chat.
That
Aw.
is absolutely adorable. I
Puppuccino.
wholeheartedly endorse this picture.
Here,
That
for the
dog is a
for the good of chat and mankind as a whole, Kwispy, you should show it on stream.
Okay, 1 second.
Is he a dog or is he a sausage? We don't know, but we love sausage.
Where is it? Ah, there it is. Oh no, that's a different picture. I don't know why the Garfield Furby picture showed up. But,
No,
1 second.
no.
Hold on, I'll get the right picture.
You don't. No, we have no idea why, do we, Kwispy?
All right,
Yeah,
audience,
definitely.
prepare your awes in something like 5,
Wait.
4,
Wait.
3.5, 3.
Oh god, it's in the line art. There it is. Aw, look at him.
Daw now. Everyone aw.
Oh, damn it. Oh god,
Eat a doggo.
he's a popper.
Eat a good doggo.
I ate all the burritos. Oh,
Further, I crave the burritos.
I crave the burrito.
Yes.
burrito dog. Oh, doggo, burrito go.
It's like my cat with treats. God, she just loves her temptations.
Your cat's a fat fuck and I love her.
No, that's my parents' cat. She's a floofy little baby that gets spoiled a lot.
This is fair.
So, Bulky's, the little bastard, Bulk's cat actually enjoys beer. Actually drinks beer. 100% not joking. Drinks beer.
I want to see that.
He's done it on stream before.
I'm not even saying that as like a Pixar it didn't happen thing. I'm just like, I need to see this because I just need it. I need it. I need it!
I need this in my life.
Should have given Whacker more wrinkles. Oh well. You know, I like drawing on gray backgrounds because it's easier in the eyes, but it does make it hard when you're trying to draw with gray.
You know, song is going in my mind, in the back of my mind about this whole picture.
Is it the Andy Griffith Show theme where there's
No,
intermittent points where
not-
Andy Griffith is yelling, "Kill me!"
Not too far off, but no.
Oh, okay.
It's the hamster dance. Dee da dee da dee
Oh
da do.
God.
Dee ba do ba do.
Oh, I almost forgot. Well, I'm going to go get some gin.
All right. In the meantime, we will dance
No,
for your
I was
audience.
joking. I wish I had gin right now, but I don't. I might go grab a beer later, but that's after stream.
Don't you get our hopes up like that?
Kwispy's wife just like walks in, hands him a bottle of alcohol, and pats him on the head, gives him that knowing smile.
There are times she's done that, and it's been very sweet of her.
I feel like this is the part
My
where we
wife-
find out Kwispy has a drinking problem and he just splashes the screwdriver on his face by accident.
I mean,
I might have stabbed myself with a screwdriver, but I don't know if I've splashed.
I don't have a
myself.
drinking problem, but I have
And yes,
I have a
and yes, I
streaming
know
problem.
I know that a screwdriver's a cocktail.
I have problems in general.
So I was referencing a scene from Airplane.
Oh, that drinking problem.
Yeah.
What a day to stop drinking.
See, I'm just thinking of my bachelor party where I woke up one morning and my friend was like, "You want a screwdriver?" "Yeah." And then he hands me two, and I just stare at him like,
Man,
Perfectly safe.
I mean, they were pretty mild. It wasn't like, again, Mad Dog 2020. Do not drink it. It's, oh god, that probably is one of the drunkest times I've ever been. Was Mad Dog 2020.
What a hell of a day to stop sniffing glue. What a hell of a day. I picked to quit heroin.
so what was the first thing you ever got drunk on?
Oh God, I don't even remember.
I went with... Okay, in my conscious life, I went with Dad to a sushi place, and we got sake. That was my 21st birthday. However, apparently 3-year-old Storm Song got into the old-style mouthwash.
Oh, this story.
And my mom got to learn what having a drunken toddler was like.
Yeah.
You dumb bitch, what is this, 2%? Throws the bottle on the ground.
I mean, I think actually my first legal drink was, it might have been, Molson's up in Canada, because I was 18 at the time and we were on a trip.
Not only have you lied to us, but you're also a traitor, and you're a Canadian traitor on top of it.
Hey man, Montreal's a beautiful city.
Yes, it is. I've been there.
Yeah. But first actual drink, might have had a mojito at a wedding when I was a bit younger.
Okay, I wasn't referring to legal drink necessarily.
Okay. Well, the one I can definitely remember from my memory is, I don't even remember what the hell it was. It was some kind of liquor that we totally did not find, allegedly in Minecraft, in my friend's grandparents' house. But...
Kwispy, why did you send me this picture?
Because you feel like you needed a
Kwispy, no.
So...
You don't like it?
The first time I ever drank something, apart from, again, the aforementioned mouthwash, I was 9. My dad forgot that the Alien movies were R-rated and not PG-13. Mom and my sister were out of the house. We were watching Alien 3, and I accidentally mistook my dad's wine glass for my grape juice. Took a sip and spat it all over the place, because dark red, like, dry wine is not something a 9-year-old likes.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with me with that liquor. I spit it out, and I was like, it tastes like gasoline.
Well, and this ends, of course, with, I think, my dad's best line ever, which was, don't tell your mom I let you watch an R-rated movie.
I like those asses concerned.
Storm, everything I have heard of him and heard first person from him, Papa Storm has quite the sense of humor.
Oh, he is quite a humorous fellow. Like, my habit of doing weird voices actually comes from him.
So, my first time getting intoxicated, I was at a friend's house. His, parents were not there. And they handed me a bottle of peppermint schnapps and a 5-gallon. No. It wasn't a 5-gallon bucket, it was a bucket. It was like, they were like, okay, drink this. We're going to keep an eye on you. Go easy.
At least they're considerate.
If/when you have to barf, that's what the bucket's for. So I proceeded to, I learned how to do the quarters game immediately. And started drinking, and eventually I was running around with the bucket on my head that night, and I was named Bucket.
Alright, we gotta add Piggly Wiggly to your hat, Andy.
And then the next morning, since that was a Friday night, the next morning was a Saturday, so we all woke up and got ourselves cleaned up, and were, just hanging out on the Saturday, and a couple more friends came over. And we were playing my friend's Sega Genesis, and there was this boxing game on there. And I started a character, and I brilliantly named him Bastard Beater.
I love everything I just heard.
So my name that weekend was Buckethead Bastard Beater.
Oh, dude, that's a perfect D&D name. Just like, I'm the fighter, Buckethead Bastard Beater. What are
Buckethead Bastard Beater. I come here with a bucket on my head and fight a bastard.
I only fight illegitimate children.
They have it hard enough as it is.
My God, he knows who his father is. My powers are useless.
These unloved kids have it too good.
Somebody quote that. Oh no, he knows who his father is. My powers are useless. Andy, you are a never-ceasing trove of amazing treasures.
I tell you what, I have a good time. I go to an orphanage. I just have a big old roundabout.
Well, that just got dark.
Andrew.
I'm not the one that named himself this whacker.
I'm
If that
relating
even
a
is your
story
real name.
from the ancient, distant fog of history and time.
Remember, folks, Whacker is old enough to have graded your parents' math test.
Holy shit, you're right.
Eat a consume
Okay, I mean,
my
of course,
ball.
back then they were writing it on clay tablets in cuneiform, but...
Exactly! Wow. Suck it!
I hate all of this. I hate all of you, and my pain is self-chosen.
We do it because we love you, Whacker. This is
Yeah,
marriage.
that's exactly why you fucking do it.
Why do we hurt the ones we love the most?
Because it's enjoyable!
For the glory of Satan, of course.
But Satan, our Lord, says there must be a sacrifice.
Mickey, we have to purge the unbelievers.
Concerning.
The streets will flow red.
You
we
might.
tried to tell we try to tell the church that telling the tale of the Crusades with small, cute, cuddly animals was not a good idea.
Yes, Night Owl, I know I can. It's just we come up with things so quickly that I'm often not in control of my own bowels anymore.
Hey, at least this is going better than last time.
I see why you stream now, Storm, to make excuses.
I know now why you cry.
So we're at the point now where we're just making relativistic excuses. Is that what we've gotten to?
Yeah, we're peak irony humor. We're hipsters.
I am not a fucking hipster, Kwispy.
You best
Yeah,
start
his
believing in
hip has
hipster.
taken enough damage as it is. Leave it alone.
You best start believing in hipsters, Whacker. You are one.
I was the
Just looks in the mirror and he's wearing like a flannel shirt and
like fucking like one of them beanie ass beatnik things and
yeah.
Wearing a flannel shirt.
It's like I have a sudden urge to listen to Mumford and Sons. Start singing Mumford and Sons unconsciously. Oh, look at that! Look at us having fun on our little. Oh wait, we need to give the boat a name. Actually, you know what? We'll let Chad decide. Chad, what should we name our boat?
I was gonna say something appropriate like the Lusitania or the Titanic or
Wow.
You know, I like the idea of the
You gotta stretch.
Lusitania. Wait, no. Name it the Olympic. Really piss some people off.
SS fuck up. Wow, Night Owl. Love you too.
Night Owl's patience.
No, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist.
No.
USS Albania.
Wait. Let me look up. There's a list of ship names that is very important, and I really want to suggest one of these.
Or maybe Night Owl's last nerve, because we're all riding on it.
USS Centralia, because this shit's going down in flames.
No, it's not going down. It's that mine fire you set while you were getting stoned in the fucking mines that time.
First of all, that was way before I was born. Second of all,
Okay.
there's way better places to
So
smoke than in a coal mine.
Given the so these are some ship names from the setting The Culture, which is a sci-fi setting. So let me just read through some of these for the sake of a possible ship name. The USS So Much for Subtlety. The USS Unfortunate Conflict of Evidence. The USS Youthful Indiscretion. The Flexible Morality. The USS Just Read the Instructions. Here's a good one. The USS Kiss My Ass.
The USS Centralia, PA.
The USS Helpless in the Face of Your Beauty. The USS
Definitely not going to sink soon.
The USS It'll Be Over by Christmas.
I'm just trying to think of like what what ship name best describes the stream?
The Youthful Indiscretions.
The USS canceled.
USS Sus? Oh god, I don't want to think about that considering something I heard earlier. But
The
I'm not gonna talk
USS,
about
so
it.
you've got nothing better to do.
The USS.
The USS Serious Callers Only.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
The USS Public Access Television.
Well, actually, I think.
Oh,
we gotta,
wait.
We gotta,
No, it's not.
we
the
gotta
USS.
name it the. We have to
the
name it the
BPL.
BPS. Yeah. Black Pants ship.
Yep. The USS Sober Council.
Oh
BPS.
man.
The USS
BPS.
Within Reason.
Soiled fodder.
US BPS. See, I'm
The
trying to think
USS
of something drawing related because it's of the stream, but
The USS Disturbed by the Ambient Morality of the Situation. the USS
USS I could be at home playing World of Tanks with a can of beans. That's gonna be a hell of a fucking name.
The USS Advanced Case of Chronic Patheticism.
Don't worry about. Maybe we should name it the BPS undo button.
The USS A Momentary Lapse of Sanity.
That's gonna be hard to fit on the side of a ship. I'm just gonna say that.
USS Backspace. Or Control-Alt-Delete.
The USS Control. What is it? Control X?
Z. Control Z is the one.
Control-Z.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh god.
Alt-F4.
USS Delete System 32.
The USS Beastly to the Animals.
Actually, given Crispy and Storm's relative levels of retardation when it comes to technology,
Oh my god.
USS Incompetence?
You can't just call people incompetent.
I was going to say USS Cringe.
I feel like that really kind of is us in a nutshell.
BPS Control Z.
No, the cringe.
Well, that's this. Don't worry about that part. That's given.
Well, also Control-Z could be referenced to, like, Dig saying, like, we've got the finger hovering over the button
Oh yeah.
to end this.
USS abort stream.
The BPS regret.
Usually when I name ships, it's like,
The BPL means never having to say you're sorry.
the BPS mournful regrets.
The BPS painting on the spectrum. I think we'll stick with Control Z for now because everything else is pretty long, and we're kind of at the end of the stream as it is. So
Sorry for suggesting all the long ones. That's just what I love about that setting.
oh no, it's pretty great.
So the shtick is that a lot of the ships are AIs and they name themselves, but they don't understand the concept of brevity for names because human beings use short words to remember things.
You're right, Pretzel. There's always more ships to name.
Okay, so just most like commercial ships are named MS something, which I think stands for merchant ship. So we could name this the MS Paint because that's what Crispy uses to draw with.
Oh, you know what? You know.
Clever. I like the way this man thinks.
Yep. It's
Doesn't
gonna
do it
be
often, but it's good
gonna be
sometimes.
the MS Paint.
And what's
I should
even
actually
better
try you know what? I do need to try a stream drawing in MS Paint.
is the first streams and Crispy's like,
Fuck, I'm forgetting to use layers.
USS fuck layers.
Yes.
That's short for multiple sclerosis. What the fuck?
I just thought of something. We're not like on this boat to like go after a shark or anything. Also, that hat looks kind of unfortunate.
Oh yeah. Hold on? Is there a Piggly Wiggly icon?
Just put a pig. Just put a pig.
Yeah.
Or a pink circle with two triangles like a pig would.
Also, slight modification request, Crispy. Andy
Yes.
needs the whole lazy eye thing.
Oh.
Like one eye go in a different direction. Like,
Well, see, my thought is like we're using him to chum the waters for sharks, and then he sees one coming.
Yeah, but if he's got a lazy eye, he's got a wider range of vision.
I can see everything.
Take that.
Yes, there we go.
We need to get a picture of Diggs and Tex like sitting on the couch, like just doing the Picard face palm thing.
They're crying.
And they're like,
No, it'd be Diggs doing the Picard face palm, and Tex just sitting there eagerly with a controller. But what do they do next?
When
I thought you were talking
about.
about in regards to the stream, so it's just like me with an easel in front of them.
That's what
painting
I'm
something
talking
horrific.
about. It's
Okay.
well, I mean,
Remember, we were thinking about doing the auxiliary tonight, like auxiliary tonight, dun 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 dun. dun. I wish we could have gotten Diggs and Tex to be like, "Why are we here? I don't know."
yeah, I mean, Diggs is doing the face palm, and Tex is just doing his bad, like dad's disappointed look.
Why do we come here? I guess we'll never know. There's got to be some kind of torture.
He's doing
We have to
the
watch the
cease
show.
face. It's magnificent. There's the Piggly Wiggly. That's yes,
Legally
Yeah.
distinct Piggly Wiggly.
yes. The Poogly Woogly.
The Hoggly Wog. Wait, no, Hoggly Woggly is an actual store. I'm sorry.
Look, all I will say is when my folks lived in the area and the Pig was the nearest grocery store, we enjoyed shopping there.
Yeah, a lot of people like the Piggly Wiggly, especially ours.
Yeah.
Ours is a uniquely clean.
We don't have those. So.
I mean, the staff are a bunch of
I
assholes.
think it's more
but-
southern. But there are other brands of stores.
Yeah.
I learned that we have a brand of stores called the Mad Butcher. Don't look that up for a while.
Well, now I want to.
No,
I'll tell you
there
about
was
it
a-
later.
Yeah, there was a problem in Arkansas.
Yeah,
Ah,
we got a text on our Paylocity about it.
I see.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We're selling
Yeah.
20 bag pounds of potatoes for $3.99 tomorrow.
Hmm. That
And-
sounds almost concerning.
Andy, if you didn't live too far away, I would demand that you get me some.
I want to know why is it so cheap. I'm like, is there lead in the potatoes?
Don't worry about it. But at any rate, I think we're getting kind of over time here, so we should probably call the stream.
Yes, sir.
because I think Cookie's on next, I believe.
Why, yes.
Thank God, somebody wholesome and fun to counteract this, whatever this is.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're just asking me to send you more Furbies, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I specifically am looking for the opposite of that.
Is the boat powered by like a bunch of Furbies on a like cylinder or something?
No,
that
it's powered by vacuum because whenever as you
No.
draw in breath to scream, it like pulls
It's
the boat
a
forward.
bunch of Furbies shoveling Whacker salt into the engine. That's what it is.
He's sitting on a toilet.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on this fine Tuesday to shitpost and doodle.
Yes.
We hope to see you
We're
all next
so
time.
glad that you're here.
Yes.
And yes. Do not die, do not explode, be good to each other, and
Be excellent, my dudes.
yes.
And
Don't look under the bed.
And don't forget to kiss your homies goodnight before you tuck them in.
Pet your
Yeah.
kitty, pet your puppy.
Feed your
Pet your
mountain
fish.
lion at midnight. Or
Pet
don't,
the
I forget
turtle.
how that goes.
Yeah,
Alright,
pet
bye,
your
everybody.
snapping turtle. Bye.
My finger!